Everybody, it is Nicole. Okay, so today is Thursday, and I have been on this little kick of doing my Let's Cook segment. So today is me making Japanese style curry. So this particular curry, and apologize for the noise in the background, listening to my bestie. The rest is live as I am cooking, as I am doing this as well, because I didn't want to miss her live. Today we're gonna make some Japanese curry, and it's Japanese style curry because, oh, hold on one second, I will show you the box. Hold on, where did I put it? It tastes different than Indian curry. The curry that I get comes in a block, and I've already broken it up like this, and it is, let's see, it's S&B golden curry. I get the medium hot. There's mild and then there's hot. Medium hot is what works for everybody in the family, and it is a really simple recipe to make because you can make it in your Instant Pot, you can make it in your Dutch oven, or you can make it in your crock pot. So essentially it's a saute your vegetables and then your meat, and then put some water or stock over it, put the curry in it, and then cover it and let it go for about 45 minutes. And I serve it over rice. And so don't worry, I'll wash my hands before we get going. So my name is Nicole. I normally do yarn hauls, lots of yarn content, mystery boxes. I also do resin pours, live resin live streams, and then I also talk about mental health, self-care, chronic illnesses, and chronic pain, and how they all tie together, and how to cope with art therapy, like crocheting or knitting. I do it also with the resin, and then I also like to cook. So I am adding the cooking portion because I also like to cook. So we are gonna go ahead and get started on the cooking part. I prepped all the veggies and everything ahead of time, because otherwise the video is gonna be like way too long if I went ahead and did that. I will show you each step of the way what everything looks like, so that if you want to, you can make this at home. It's not a difficult recipe to make. If you've got a big like stock pot, or you've got an Instant Pot or a crock pot, and you can use chicken, beef, or pork. Today we're using pork, just because I wanted to try something different. Normally I use chicken or beef, but I've done pork and I really liked it with pork. So that's what we're doing today. So I'm gonna pause you and flip the camera so you can take a look at what I'm doing in the Instant Pot, and you can hear the sizzle and all that fun stuff when I start putting all the ingredients into my Instant Pot. I've already turned it on and it says hot, so we're ready to go. Okay everybody, you are seeing the inside of my Instant Pot. And like I said, you don't have to have an Instant Pot. You can do it in a crock pot, or you can do it in a nice big stock pot. I added about 2 tablespoons of canola oil on the bottom of or inside of the Instant Pot, and it is nice and hot. We're gonna scooch this back a little bit to make sure that I don't get spattered too much on my phone. So I need my spoon here. All right, so first thing that's gonna go in is half of a yellow onion diced. And that's gonna get sauteed for a couple of minutes or until the onions are translucent. And this is another dish that is popular, fairly popular. I really like it at home. I like it because it has leftovers. So how I do leftovers in my house is we'll have it one night. I'll make something in between, and then the leftovers will be eaten the next day after that. So that it gives me at least one day where I don't have to cook. So I'm gonna season this a little bit, and if any of you caught my other Let's Cook video, love this seasoning salt. It's called Antinono's. No, I'm not an affiliate. I found this through another YouTuber. It's got sea salt, garlic, onion, spices, and rice hulls for anti-caking. I use this on pretty much everything. So we're gonna just sprinkle this on just a little bit. So I kind of use it as like my salt and pepper. And as I was taught to season as I go along. Don't just season at the beginning and don't just season at the end. Season as you go along. So onions are slowly getting translucent. Then I will be adding in 2 russet potatoes that have been peeled and chopped. 2 whole carrots that have been also peeled and chopped, and then 4 celery stalks that the ends have been chopped off and then sliced up. So I'm going to add that here, and they're all going to go in at once. So you can see here, I've got the potatoes, my carrots, and under there you can see I've got my celery. All in there like a carton. We're gonna give that a good stir. And I try to keep the potatoes and carrots chopped fairly uniformly so that they're cooked evenly. And we're gonna let this saute for about 3 to 5 minutes until the veggies are a little bit soft. In the meantime, I'm gonna fill up that bowl with some water because I'm gonna need some water to fill up over the veggies. And I use the same bowl that I had the veggies in. There's no sense in making more dishes. So this is the way I do it. I like to add the meat in after I've added the veggies, so that I can get the meat kind of, I guess, soaked in with my seasoning along with the veggies. And I find, to me anyway, I find that within the Instant Pot, it's to me, it makes the meats a lot softer. But that's just me and my opinion. So next we're going to add approximately 2 pounds of cubed pork. This pork is normally used for stir fry. I did not season it, doesn't have anything on it. No salt, no pepper, or anything. And I leave the fat on there because fat makes everything taste better. But if you, you know, have a problem or don't like as much fat as I do, you have, you know, every option to slice it all off or slice most of it off. But sorry, I need to wash my hands. I like to have that meat on the, or the fat on there, so that you also have that flavor. So I'm gonna pause it until we've got a little bit of the noise cut down a little bit, so you can hear me a little bit better. Be right back. And I forgot this. I have this clip. This is for Instant Pot. So like this metal pot here tends to move around when you stir. And so I got it off of Amazon. And nice thing it's got magnet on it, so you can stick this on your refrigerator. But what it does, the clip, you put it on your Instant Pot like this. So you clip it on the metal pot and the Instant Pot itself, and it keeps the pot from spinning around. I think it was like maybe $5 for the clip. It wasn't really all that expensive. So I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning. As I said, I season as I go. Okay, so that looks good to go. There, we're not looking for the meat itself to be cooked because it's going to get simmered with your stock, whatever stock you choose to use, like vegetable stock or water. So you just need enough water or stock to cover the meat and the vegetables. Okay, so that should be good. Okay, stir that around a little bit. So you want to scrape the bottom of your pot because you're deglazing it. You want to get all that yummy stuff that was on the bottom of your pot off the bottom. So you want to let it simmer for a minute or two, just so that all that the deglazing can happen. So it just a little bit. You don't have to do it for very long. So and like I said, this is pretty much it. All I need to do now is add the curry blocks into the water. And then I am going to take a little bit of the curry sauce and thicken it up, and then dump it back in to the pot before I close up the Instant Pot, and then turn it on to pressure cook. And normally I have it pressure cook for about 45 minutes. So if you are doing it in say your crock pot, you want to have it cook for about probably about an hour or 2 hours. Just, I guess the thing is to check to make sure that your veggies are cooked and that the meat is cooked and soft. And then the same goes for having it in a stock pot. You would cook it or simmer it for a few hours, and to make sure that the veggies are cooked to your liking. Some people like it super mushy. Some people like the carrots and celery a little crisper. But obviously the most important thing is to make sure that the meat is cooked all the way through to 165 degrees. So we're gonna add the curry blocks here, and I just broke them up, and we're gonna put them in the water right here. I'm just kind of sprinkling it around because I'm going to be it needs to dissolve in the water. So, and then you'll know that it's dissolving in the water because you'll see your stock or your water start to change color. So you can see how it's dissolving and the water is slowly changing color. And then what I'm gonna do is you want to make up a roux of like cornstarch and water or flour and water, whichever it is that you choose. I only right now have flour, so we're gonna do some flour and water so I can thicken up the gravy, so that when we have it later on this evening, it will be, and I'll probably do it twice. So I'll do it now before I close up the Instant Pot, and then when I open it, I'll decide whether or not I need to thicken it a little bit more. So you need to make sure that the blocks of curry are all the way dissolved before you close your Instant Pot, before you close the crock pot, or you put the lid onto your stock pot. Which is why I break it up into smaller blocks, because it dissolves quicker, because right now my arm feels like it's gonna fall off. But as you can see, the water is this nice golden color, and I think that the curry is probably dissolved. So we're gonna season it just a little bit more, not a lot. I'm not gonna season it anymore. If my family wants to season more when they take out their portion, when we sit down to eat, they can do that at that time. But I think that will be it for now as far as seasoning. So, and then I serve it with sticky white rice, which is like your sushi rice. So it's calrose rice. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna pause you for a second, and I'm gonna make up my my roux or thickener, however you call it, and then I'll show me pouring it in there and then throwing the lid on. Be right back. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm taking the liquid that's in the Instant Pot to mix with my flour. You can add water instead. I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it. But I added enough liquid to kind of get a paste going. And however I am comfortable with as far as the thickness. I think I need just a little bit more liquid. If you could smell this, it smells absolutely delicious. So do your best, obviously, to get the lumps out. And then what you're gonna do is, and of course you don't have to do this step. You can do it at the end, or you can just do it not at all. But I like to have the curry thick so that it's a gravy when I pour it over my rice. Okay, then I just dump that back in here, and then I'm gonna let it simmer for a little bit, because you gotta let the flour cook out. Okay. All right, so that is pretty much it. And then all I need to do now is take the clip off of my Instant Pot and take it off of saute. And I got my lid here, and snap the lid on. And I always put it on high pressure, and always put it on pressurized or sealing, and then hit pressure cook. I put high pressure, and then the time I'm going to put it on is 45 minutes. And then that is it. Okay, so that's all that that goes into making my curry. Nothing too complicated, I don't think. It's mainly just the prep of doing all the veggies and everything. And obviously, if you don't have an Instant Pot, like I said, you can use your crock pot, you can use a stock pot. That's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. And like I said, this is Japanese style curry. not Indian curry, Japanese style curry. In Japan it's called curry rice. You can have it with just rice, so you can even have it where it's just vegetarian, where you have no meat in it, or you have some and I think they have it, yes, they have it in Japan. It's called chicken katsu curry or tonkatsu curry, where it's like a pork cutlet or a chicken cutlet breaded with breading or panko. It's fried, and then they slice it up, put it over rice, and they put that curry on top, and you eat it like that. Delicious. It's great on a chilly winter night, or a day like today where here in Hawaii it's like 80 degrees. But I like it because, like I said, it's something that I can make ahead of time, throw it in my Instant Pot or my crock pot, and just leave it. And then we will have leftovers, and then I will have it where I can have at least one night where we don't have to, where I don't have to cook. We would just have the leftovers. I will just throw the metal pot from the Instant Pot back into the Instant Pot, turn it on to saute, and reheat it that way, and cook up some more rice. And there you go, it's another night's dinner. So for us, it will feed us for 2 nights. And for me anyway, I think it's a fairly simple and inexpensive meal, because you're getting 2 nights worth of dinner out of it. And my hair is a mess, sorry about that. So I hope you enjoyed this. And if you want to see any more stuff like this, I will be happy to do so. I have some yarn that is coming hopefully soon. And then I have a resin project that I'm going to be working on over so many days, and then putting together to make one longer video, because it's going to be a more long drawn out piece. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. Comment below if you want to see more stuff like this, and if it helps you get ideas on what to make for dinner, or if you have any suggestions on what else you'd like to see. So until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.